Hello students, today we are going to start the topic industrial policy. As we know that industrial policy is the important for economic development and growth, and this is a policy which covers all the procedures, policies, programs, rules and regulations which actually shape the patterns of industrial environment of any country or economy. Actually, it is a very comprehensive concept, and it includes all types of economic policies like monetary policy, fiscal policy, labor policy, tariff policy, etc., either private sectors or public sectors. So industrial policy actually works under the philosophy that what should be the behavior of the different types of industries in the economy, either in the private sectors or public sectors. And as far as economic development of any country is concerned, industrialization actually is just synonymous with the word economic development. That is to say, without industrialization, there is no existence of the philosophy and of the concept of economic development. That is what we have to understand. So in this topic, basically we have to study about the different industrial policies after independence in India. And so far, we have actually several industrial policies. For example, after independence, Government of India announced first industrial policy in 1948, because as we know that after attainment of independence, the situation of the economy was not very good. Population was very high and actually was rising as usual, and the shape of the industry was badly shattered. So actually the government thought that just to lay the foundation of the economic development, there must be certain resolution in terms of industrial policy. That's why the first industrial policy just came into existence after independence, and it was in 1948. So, and after that we have series of industrial policies like industrial policy of 1956, 1977, 1980, 1991. These all are the main policies that is we have to study, we have to go through in this particular topic. Now, as you can see that as far as the industrial policy of 1948 was concerned, actually the main policy aim was to just think that India should go in what way, and which particular economic model India should actually adopt. As we know that the economic model, that is to say in terms of economic system, and we know that economic system is capitalism, socialism and mixed economy. So in 1948 industrial policy, India actually adopted the model of mixed economy, that is both private sectors and public sectors will play its role in the economic development of the country. And actually at that time, Government of India had not very much actually time to consider these all things, because at that time the things were just taking shape. There was no constitution, there was no any planning, so just it was a tentative and temporary type of industrial policy, we can say. And also in this policy of 1948, actually the various industries of the country were divided into four broad categories. That is in terms of status, rules and regulations, that what type of industry either in the public or private sector actually could do and could not. For example, in the first category, the government actually reserved in the form of exclusive monopoly that no any intervention will be there in the industry like railway transport, arms and ammunition, and atomic energy, etc. So in this way we can understand the division and the categorization of the industry in the industrial policy of 1948. The second category of the various industries like coal, iron, steel. In this category, the government actually announced that the any acquirement and any new unit actually, if it is required to set up, only the government could take care, no private sector. In the same way, there were several industries under the third category like electric engineering, heavy machinery, machine tools, chemicals, tractors, automobiles. And again in this category, government emphasized that the central government could take over any existing private sector industry vital for national interest. So we see that by and large, directly or indirectly, almost the government actually could control, and government reserved actually all these main industries. So it was complete a public monopoly, the monopoly of the government. Actually, according to the time and according to the economic environment of that time, the government actually considered that it would be better for the India and